Turning 50 or 60 isn't the end of anything. It's the beginning of doing things your way. It's that moment in life when you stop worrying about what's trendy and start focusing on what actually feels right. You've lived enough life to know what matters. Comfort, confidence, and feeling like yourself, only better. And believe it or not, sometimes the smallest changes make the biggest difference. Like your hair. Yes, really, your hairstyle can either bring out your natural beauty or pull you down without you even realizing it. Maybe you've been holding onto the same cut for years, or trying to hide the gray by going darker every time. And yet, something in the mirror doesn't feel quite like you anymore. That's not about age, it's about evolution. Looking great isn't about chasing youth. It's about embracing who you are now and finding the little things that lift you up, inside and out. Before we get into it, I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned about beauty or style since turning 50? Drop it in the comments. I bet someone out there needs to hear it. Now let's get started. Hairstyle to avoid. Number 1. Choppy, messy layers that just don't sit right. Let's kick things off with a haircut that seems like it should work, but often doesn't, especially after 50. The overly layered, choppy style that never quite falls into place. You might have tried it because it promised movement, texture, or a bit of a lift. And once upon a time, it did deliver. But the truth is, not all layers are created equal, and not all of them are kind to aging hair. The problem usually starts at the mirror. You run a brush through your hair in the morning and expect a soft, flattering shape. But instead, pieces are flipping out in odd directions, ends are puffing where they shouldn't, and no matter how much you smooth or scrunch, something always looks off. One side behaves, the other rebels. And the back? That's anyone's guess. Here's why. As our hair changes with age, getting finer, more fragile, or less uniform, those sharp, disconnected layers start working against us. They don't blend well, they exaggerate frizz or flyaways, and they demand way too much styling just to look decent. Blow dryers, round brushes, heat protectants. It becomes a whole production. And honestly, who has the time or energy for all that anymore? Another issue? These kinds of layers can actually drag your face down. If they sit below your cheekbones or jawline without offering lift or shape, they end up hiding the very features you want to bring out. Your eyes, your cheekbones, your smile. Instead of opening up your face, they create clutter around it. And that disorganized look can leave you looking more tired than you feel, or worse, like you're trying too hard to look young. We get it. A lot of women ask for layers hoping to add volume, especially if their hair's thinning. But too much slicing can actually make thin hair look even thinner, exposing the crown or making the ends look scraggly. It's all about balance, and unfortunately, this cut often misses the mark. Here's the bottom line. If your haircut is taking more than it's giving, more time, more effort, more frustration, it's probably time to let it go. A great style shouldn't just look good on a salon day. It should support your features, respect your hair's natural texture, and actually make your mornings easier. And trust me, there are far better options out there that do all that and more. Hairstyle to avoid. Number 2. Jet black hair dye when bold turns harsh. Let's talk about hair color. Specifically, that deep jet black dye that once made you feel powerful, polished, and put together. For years, it was your signature, strong, confident, maybe even a little mysterious. But here's the thing. What worked in our 30s or 40s doesn't always carry the same magic later on. As we age, our skin naturally softens in color. It loses a bit of that contrast and brightness it once had. And jet black, which is one of the most intense, high-contrast shades, suddenly becomes less of a frame and more of a spotlight on all the wrong things. Harsh black hair can make fine lines stand out more. It draws attention to under-eye circles and any uneven tones in your skin. It exaggerates instead of softens. And if you're someone who's noticed their reflection looking a bit off lately, more tired, more drawn, this could be why. It's not you, it's the shade you're wearing on your head. Now let's talk maintenance. Jet black is unforgiving. As your roots start to grow in, whether they're gray, white, or just lighter, they're instantly visible. You miss one color appointment, and suddenly it looks like you've got a bright white line running down your part. That kind of upkeep can be exhausting, not to mention expensive. And at this stage of life, shouldn't your hair color be working with you, not stressing you out? Another thing to consider, Jet black dye tends to flatten the look of your hair. There's no dimension, no light-catching softness. It can almost feel like a helmet, especially under artificial lighting, and that's the opposite of the warm, vibrant, natural energy we're aiming for now. Look, nobody's saying don't color your hair. Hair color can be a powerful confidence boost. But the trick is in choosing tones that complement your skin's current undertones, not the ones you had 20 years ago. Warmer browns, soft chocolates, salt and pepper blends, or even silvery highlights can do wonders. They lift your features instead of hardening them, and they don't put every wrinkle on center stage. The goal isn't to look younger. It's to look balanced, fresh, and comfortable in your own skin. And sometimes all it takes is shifting just a couple shades to completely change how you feel in the mirror. Hairstyle to avoid number 3. Over-teased volume, the helmet head trap. Now let's have an honest moment about big hair. The kind of volume that feels glued in place, teased to the heavens, and doesn't move even if the wind tries. For many of us, this look was a go-to in earlier decades. It felt glamorous, structured, and like it gave us presence. And back then, it worked. But times and our features have changed. And that signature high-volume, over-teased hairstyle can now do more harm than good. Here's why. Over-teasing gives the hair a stiff, rounded shape that often sits on top of the head like a helmet. It doesn't follow the natural movement of your hair. It doesn't breathe. It doesn't soften. Instead, it creates this rigid silhouette that can actually age the face, making your overall appearance look more dated than defined. Plus, it tends to overwhelm the more delicate, refined features we develop with age. As our faces lose some of their youthful fullness, they also gain a quiet kind of elegance, cheekbones, smile lines, expressive eyes. But when your hair is puffed up and frozen in place, it draws all the attention upward and outward, pulling focus away from you. You might find that instead of highlighting your best features, your hairstyle is simply overpowering them. And let's talk about the process. Achieving that much volume takes work. Teasing, hairspray, heat, and a lot of patience. And for what? To end up with hair that feels more like armor than an accessory? At this point in life, hair should feel freeing, not like a chore. There's also the wear and tear factor. Teasing can damage the hair shaft over time, especially hair that's already becoming finer or more fragile with age. The result? Breakage, thinning, and less shine. The very things we're trying to avoid. The good news? Volume doesn't have to mean stiff. You can still have lift, body, and fullness, but in a way that feels natural and modern. Soft layers, gentle waves, textured lobs. These styles give you movement, life, and a youthful frame without the helmet effect. Because the truth is, your hair should support your look, not get in the way of it. Now let's move on to 3 youthful and modern hairstyles to try. 1. The soft bob, effortless elegance. Imagine a haircut that feels like a breath of fresh air, simple, graceful, and made just for you. That's the magic of the soft bob. It usually falls somewhere between your chin and collarbone, gently framing your face without any harsh angles or sharp edges. Why is this cut a winner after 50? First, it's all about balance. The soft bob naturally lifts your jawline and brings attention to your eyes and smile. Those beautiful features that tell your unique story. Unlike choppy layers that can feel chaotic, this style moves with you, flowing easily and gracefully throughout the day. Styling it? It's easy. You don't need to spend hours battling your hair in front of the mirror. A quick blow-dry with a round brush or even air drying for those with naturally smooth hair can create a polished yet relaxed look. Plus, the soft bob works beautifully whether your hair is fully gray, highlighted, or still sporting its natural shade. And here's the real win. This cut grows out with you. No awkward stages, no constant trims every 2 weeks. It's forgiving, low maintenance, and most importantly, it feels like you, comfortable, confident, and effortlessly elegant. If you've been holding on to the same old style for years, or if you're just starting to explore what suits you now, the soft bob might be the perfect fresh start. It's not about chasing a younger look. It's about embracing a hairstyle that honors where you are in life and brings out your natural glow. 2. The textured lob, light, lively, and low maintenance. Alright, now let's talk about a hairstyle that's perfect if you still want to keep some length but also want something that feels fresh, modern, and easy to manage, the textured lob. If you haven't heard of it before, the lob is basically a longer version of the classic bob. It usually falls somewhere between your chin and collarbone, giving you enough length to style, but without all the extra weight that can make hair feel heavy or lifeless. What makes the textured lob such a winner after 50 is the way it incorporates soft, subtle layers that create movement and volume. As we get older, hair tends to thin out or lose some of its natural bounce, right? Those layers work like a little magic. They give your hair a lightness and lift that make it look fuller and more vibrant without needing a ton of products or styling time. And here's the thing. This style is incredibly versatile. Whether you like to wear your hair naturally tousled and relaxed or prefer to smooth it out for a polished look, the textured lob can handle it all. You can easily dress it up for special occasions or keep it casual for everyday life. Plus, it grows out nicely, so you're not constantly at the salon trying to keep it perfect. Another big plus is how forgiving the lob is when it comes to color. Whether you're rocking your natural gray, adding some highlights, or sticking with your regular shade, the soft layers and length make any color look softer and more flattering. The cut also frames your face gently, lifting your jawline and showing off your features without overpowering them. And let's be real, low-maintenance styles are gold after 50. We don't always have the time or patience for complicated routines. So a hairstyle that looks great with minimal fuss? That's a win. The textured lob gives you a polished, youthful look without feeling like a daily chore. So if you're looking for something that keeps your length but adds life, movement, and a modern edge, this hairstyle should definitely be on your radar. It's elegant, easy, and perfect for showing off the confident, vibrant version of yourself. 3. Curtain bangs with soft layers, fresh and flattering. Now, let's chat about curtain bangs paired with soft layers. This combo is a game changer, especially if you want a fresh way to frame your face without feeling like you're stuck in a style rut. Curtain bangs are those softly parted bangs that gently sweep to the sides, creating a natural, face-flattering frame. They're not heavy or blunt, so they blend beautifully with your hair's natural texture and movement. One of the biggest benefits of curtain bangs is how great they are for disguising forehead lines or thinning areas around the temples, common concerns as we age. They add a subtle softness that draws attention to your eyes and cheekbones without harsh lines, which can sometimes make features look more severe or aged. Instead, these bangs create a gentle shadow that makes everything look smoother and more youthful. Soft layers combined with the bangs keep the hair from looking flat or lifeless. They add just enough volume and bounce to keep the style feeling light and lively but without too much fuss. Plus, curtain bangs are super forgiving as they grow out. They don't need constant trims, which is perfect if you're not rushing back to the salon every few weeks. This style works with almost any hair type, whether your hair is fine, thick, straight, or wavy. It's low maintenance, versatile, and just plain elegant. You can style it casually or dress it up, depending on the day. If you want a hairstyle that feels modern but also softens your features and adds that fresh, effortless vibe, curtain bangs with soft layers are definitely worth considering. It's all about enhancing your natural beauty while making your styling routine easier. Here's the honest truth. Getting older doesn't mean you have to give up on looking and feeling great. It's not about trying to turn back the clock or chasing after some impossible idea of youth. Instead, it's about embracing your current self and finding styles that make you look vibrant, confident, and true to who you are now. Your hairstyle should work with the natural changes in your hair and face, not against them. Softness, movement, and colors that blend with your skin tone can do wonders in highlighting your best features without any extra effort. When your hair complements your lifestyle and natural texture, it feels like a true partner in your daily routine, not a battle you have to fight every morning. Remember, confidence is the ultimate accessory. The right haircut doesn't just change how you look. It brings out the best version of you, making you feel radiant from the inside out. So don't hesitate to try something new that fits where you are today. You deserve to feel fabulous every single day. You're not chasing youth. You're owning your glow. Try making just one small change in your hairstyle. You deserve to feel radiant and confident right now. Whether it's a softer cut, a fresh color, or a style that moves with you. The right look can lift your spirit and highlight your natural beauty. If you're curious, drop a comment below. What hairstyle are you thinking about trying next? And don't forget to share this with friends who might need a little inspiration too. Because feeling good about yourself is something everyone deserves at any age. Let's celebrate the style that grows with you, not against you.